Have you ever had a dream you could fly? I'm going to show you how. It'll look different for everyone, but anyone can, and without falling. Benjamin Franklin said, "I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong." Yes, there are lessons to be learned in failures and in falling, and there's an art to falling without getting hurt. But to continually fall is no fun. And the person who is continually failing, oftentimes, it isn't their fault, whether grades, jobs, or physical fitness. In fact, you're right if you're thinking there's gotta be a better way than trial and error, that there's more to it than what a kinesthetically gifted learner picks up quickly on their own, but yet who might not as easily be able to achieve results for others, and that precise coaching will get you there faster since you'll come to know and understand the details, some of which we'll discuss here, so stay until the end to gain clarity. Everyone can and should build gravity-defying strength and skill. Here we'll look at 5 specific skills related to parkour and bodyweight strength. But the one thing that keeps people from realizing their maximum potential is that they set their own goals too low. When I was younger, I thought a backflip was the end-all be-all. But then I started finding people who learned double backflips within their first 6 months of training, without anything crazy, just simple, steady training. It changed my whole thought process. About 5 years ago, I undertook to build a gym with my wife out here in Alaska, and then online training for people to be able to maximize their potential. Building those were bigger goals that dwarfed previous goals I had. And I see kids, all the way up to adults in their 50s, who come to train with us, and often they have that same mindset. I just want to get X, Y, or Z. Little do they know that's just the tip of the iceberg, with a whole mountain of ice below the surface of the water. The one principle I use for training is to become stronger than required to do the movement. This destroys fears and builds the confidence for achievement, and it prevents injury. Let's look at these 5 skills that are part of parkour, gymnastics, or whatever you want to call acrobatic movement, and the strength that goes into building them to prevent unnecessary falling. These are, at the core, just byproducts of a strong body and mind. For example, the backflip is nothing more than a high vertical jump and a reverse crunch with a contraction through the rectus femoris and rectus abdominis to initiate the rotation. The front flip is a heel drive and hip lift through the posterior chain to simply do a front roll, but in the air. Twisting flips are snapping from an arch position to a hollow position while using the obliques to rotate left or right while horizontal or inverted. Gainers are exaggerating the hip set forward in order to travel forward. Inward fronts are exaggerating the hip set backward to travel backward. And double flips, double twist, and double flipping, double twisting moves are just more powerful versions of the former. But it begins with belief, with the goal. Then the system for building the bodyweight strength 3 times stronger than you need to be for the skills you want to do. And the coaching to implement and drive action. Ben said he never would have thought that he'd be working on double doubles. And now, in just a few weeks of working together, he's getting pretty close to landing them. You see, it involves the belief system, rewiring your mind, and then engaging in the action that will produce the results. I was listening to one of my clients talk in the group call about his goals, that he wanted to go from 220 pounds down to 200 pounds. But after hearing me say that your abs will show at about 170, the light bulb went off for him that he was setting his goals too low. That's the mindset shift. Same thing happened for Braxton. He's now doing things he never thought possible. And now the second key, incrementally building upon prior steps, just like crawling turns to standing, and then walking, and then running, and then jumping, and then flipping, and then twisting, like Clayton, who's conquering parkour one new skill at a time. Now, a lot of Clayton's peers actually thought that there was something magical about him, okay? He improved so much so fast. That's just Clayton. There was nothing magical. He simply showed up. He listened. He didn't let a bunch of bullcrap get in the way. And he implemented the coaching. For example, We implemented this exact no-fall process for building a double cork for him, with landing on feet every time until he had the height, strength, and power to do a double cork. Of course, he had a couple rollouts and low-altitude moments, but he built it safely and efficiently without the hucking, chucking, and injuries. And look at David. He started with no pull-ups and but 5 push-ups at age 18. It is now crushing muscle-ups and building double backflips. Or Mags, who lives on the rooftops. Or Venny, who at 50 years old, with no background in anything gymnastics or parkour or bodyweight strength oriented, is doing round-off fulls for fun.
But you don't understand, Lee. This is fun and all, but I don't have a gym. My school or work keeps me buried in projects. I'm broke. I barely have time to spend with my family.
Listen, I get it. I've been there. What if you didn't need any equipment? You didn't need to train hours upon hours each day. You wouldn't have to buy countless resources that keep people stuck forever, ever again. And you had strength and skills to pass down to your family. No, it doesn't have to be flips, but it could be a human flag, a press handstand, a muscle up, a rock-solid physique. All basics of bodyweight strength that would make you strong enough to do any skill you wanted. And then if you do fall in any area of life, it isn't an issue. And in building your bodyweight strength 3 times stronger than you need to be, you have so much awareness and strength that falling becomes nothing more than safely rolling out, even for a spill on a bike or any curveball life throws at you. If that's what you want for your life, for your future, make sure to subscribe to keep getting more training and motivation, and click any of the links below to speak with our team and to take your training to the next level. And I'll see you in the next video.